Welcome to the shooting show. This week, Irish seeker specialist Jason Doyle is out in France hunting driven wild boar. Plus we bring you all the latest news from the shooting world. We're in the Loire Valley for 2 days driven boar hunting with Sanctuary Sporting in the scenic Parc de Launay. Jason Doyle is the man behind the rifle and he's keen to get hunting. But first, the obligatory zeroing test. The rifle's soon sorted, but what's this? I don't think you can use that on wild boar. Once Jason's had his fun, we're straight off for an afternoon drive. This isn't like German wild boar hunting. Here, we'll be shooting from high seats while a pack of Anglo-Francais hounds give chase to a single boar at a time. It should make for exciting stuff, and Jason's as keen as mustard.
We're here at Parc de Launay with Sanctuary Sporting for driven wild boar. It's not something I've done before in France. I've done it a few times in Germany, and I've been really looking forward to this trip. The park we're in here is a really old walled park, and they've got hundreds of boar in it, and they have teams of trained hounds who separate a specific boar from a sounder or from a pack, and they hunt that boar until it's shot. Now, as guns, and we're all positioned in these high seats, we're only allowed to shoot the boar that are being hunted. So it's a really different type of hunting to any other driven hunting in Europe.
The drive has only just started, but already we can hear the hounds in the distance giving tongue in pursuit of a wild boar. The tension mounts as they gradually get closer, nail-biting stuff.
We'd only been in this high seat a couple of minutes when a small group of boar broke in front of us here. The hounds were really close to them, so they were the right boar to have a go at. I picked a nice shot on what looked like a decent sized boar. Unfortunately, it didn't go down. I felt I placed a really good shot high behind the shoulder, but it carried on. Now I couldn't get a clear second shot. It's gone into cover there. The huntsman and the hounds came to the strike and they're now tracking it. I can't think it's gone far. It felt like a really good shot, but it's unbelievable how resilient these animals are.
The huntsmen depart for the follow-up, but tell Jason he can shoot again if he gets the opportunity. Just a few minutes later it all happens. A sow takes us by surprise and Jason gets a shot off camera. Instantly the hounds circle back and drive another boar out, but no shot this time.
Well, that was a really exciting couple of seconds there. We had the hounds coming towards us, baying like mad. It was really, really exciting, I can tell you. There was a boar come out behind us, so really quickly I just swung round and managed a perfect heart shot. We didn't get it on film because everything was happening this way, and just as that happened I just dropped the magazine out. There was a big kyler came this side with the hounds right on its tail. I got the mag in time for a shot, but unfortunately it was a little bit close to the hounds that were chasing it for me. As with all shooting, if you're not 100% about the shot, don't take it. The huntsmen were pretty close behind as well, and they agreed. They saw that the hounds were quite close, so probably right not to shoot at that one, but really, really exciting.
After an adrenaline-pumping few seconds, all goes quiet. The hounds are still hard at work, but currently driving the boar towards the other guns stationed around the hunting area. But Jason stays vigilant, and just as we start to think it's all over, he's rewarded as the action comes our way one final time. There's clearly a wild boar in the undergrowth just a few yards away, but it's refusing to break out into the open.
Big boar, broke cover 65-70 metres from us. It just stuck its head out and saw me, and I saw him, and just as I got the rifle up, he turned and was going like hell. What do you think?
I'll have to have another look.
I don't know if I hit it. I managed a shot that it felt good to me, but it seems it was a clear miss. The hounds were right on him, and they've chased him on. We can hear them baying still in the distance. The organisers just drove through then, and they're going to wrap it up very shortly, but it's been a really, really exciting evening now. I've really enjoyed it.
So that's one shot off camera, one possible runner, one turn down and one miss. Thankfully we get good news about the last shot.
The estate owner just arrived with thumbs in the air. I'd hit this young Kyler just a little bit low, maybe an inch below the heart, and just the strength of these animals is unbelievable. They picked him up 500 metres away with the dogs and had to finish him. But no, it was a good finish to a good day.
Early the next day we're ready to head out into the park once more. Sanctuary Sporting's director Sean Trenchard gives us the safety talk.
What we're after today is to split one boar off from the pack. That is the hunted boar. That's the only thing we're shooting at in the park. And the way you can tell a hunted boar is he usually looks black and he's wet and he's running. If anything else is walking about the place or groups of boars, don't shoot it. Don't get down from your high seat unless you're instructed to do so. It's very, very important that I know where you are. Don't get up or get down from your high seat with a loaded gun. All right. Now, if I do come towards you in your high seat and I'm pointing at my seat like that next to me, it means I want you to unload, get down, get in with me, and I'll explain what's going on. Because sometimes I do have to move you around because the boars haven't got a script like we have.
Today has dawned bright and windy, and we're in a very open location with a wide arc of fire. Everything looks promising.
Well, here we are on the second day of our Parc de Launay hunt. We're in a different high seat today. We have a big area around us, anything up to 140, 150 metres of a shooting arc, right up to the old perimeter wall. Some maize stubble behind us, lots of marks of boar here. So when they release the hounds, we expect it might get exciting very quickly. We have a new pack of hounds this morning. They only hunt a pack of hounds here for half a day, so we'll change again at lunchtime. And if yesterday was anything to go by, today should be really exciting.
The drive begins and the hounds are already onto a boar, but all's quiet where we are. Shots and horn blasts from afar tell us another gun has had success. Earlier, Sanctuary Sporting's Eddie Impey gave us the lowdown on wild boar hunting, French style.
We operate a very, very sporting kind of boar hunting in a very traditional French sort of way. We hunt with packs of dogs. We hunt generally between 4 and 8 guns, and the bags vary from anything really, depending on the type of hunt on the day. So you might hunt 4 boars, you might hunt 20. The dogs are very specifically trained to hunt only wild boar, so they'll ignore all the other game on the park. Generally the pack's between sort of 15 and 20 dogs. Once all our guns are set out, the hounds are released. They'll go and source or find a pack of wild boar. They'll then split one wild boar from that pack and pursue it, drive it between the guns until eventually that boar's taken. All French-driven boar hunting is done in exactly the same way all over France.
Back to the hunt and things are hotting up. The hounds are clearly onto something, but there's no sign of the intended quarry. Then a boar takes us by surprise, right by the old estate wall. It's a long shot, but Jason is confident. It's a clean kill. The huntsmen come in to retrieve the carcass, but we have to send them out again because the hounds are still on the scent in exactly the same place. Sure enough, another boar emerges and makes exactly the same run as its fallen predecessor. It runs on, but Jason is confident of the shot and it's hit well, which is confirmed by reviewing the footage.
This was the guy who came out of the wood over on our right. You can see the high seat behind us where we shot from. It was 110, 120 yards. Missed him with the first shot I didn't give any lead, but he put the foot down then, and I just swung through and pulled, and lucky, just a perfect heart shot, and he went down more or less on the spot. We were just about to come over and inspect the carcass, and another one broke. I have hit it, and hit it low in the front by the look. It's gone into the wood on our left, and the dogs and the dogmen have gone in now to pick him up.
Back in the high seat, it's time to see if Jason will get another opportunity to put the old Browning straight pull to use.
This week I was using an old Browning straight pull rifle, which turned out to be a really, really accurate piece of kit. I've been wearing the Deer Hunter Verdun jacket, and I had the Recon Blaze jacket on over this with thin slit lining, and a couple of times I was actually too warm. Really good piece of kit for the job.
Again, Jason stays alert right to the end of the drive, and again it pays off as another boar presents itself in the closing minutes. It looks like a miss, but Sean and Addy arrive minutes later to tell us our suspicions were wrong. The boar was picked up 80 yards further on.
He didn't react at all.
No, because he was sort of rolled over. He was just having a little squeak when I got there, but he was not well.
Sometimes they just don't. They do. You
Didn't
can
have to
shoot
stab
at them, and it's just.
Yes.
Well, this is the last one. We just fired it down on our left. I actually thought I'd missed it. It was going like hell with the hounds on its tail. Really exciting, but the hounds confirmed death about 80 or 100 yards into the cover. I was really lucky. And the one I shot at earlier, the second one, that was picked up just a few minutes ago as well. So really successful morning. 3 in the bag, couple of misses. We won't worry about them too much.
Breaking for lunch allows the team to process the carcasses and the guns to swap stories from the morning. Then it's back out for the afternoon drive. We're in a different location once again. Let's see what it brings.
The position we're in now, we're on a little bit of boggy ground between two woods. We have a lake 60 yards down to our right and a perimeter wall 60, 70 yards up to our left. Pretty small gap for trying to film and shoot, but anything that comes out here will be close to us, and it should be really exciting.
It's a quiet drive with little coming our way. Minutes turn into hours, and then it happens.
We'd had the hounds barking all around us this afternoon, but we hadn't seen any boar at all. And then just the next seat to us, 400 or 500 yards away, we heard 4 shots in quick succession, and the hounds coming this way like hell. So we were on high alert, and this guy led a small group out of the trees.
It's another runner, but Jason's confident that it won't be going far.
I think so, yeah. If it got into the bushes, but...
Sure enough, the huntsman picked the boar up just a few yards into the forest, stone dead.
It's just testament to how tough these boar are. He didn't react at all. It was as though I'd missed him. So I quickly stuck another shot in him, but he didn't go far. He'd only gone about 10 yards. But a great end to a great couple of days, and just really one of the most exciting hunts I've done.
Returning to the lodge, it's time to relive the day and enjoy the excellent hospitality. And of course, to line out the shot boar. Jason has clearly enjoyed himself and proved he's got the look of the Irish.
For so many reasons, this hunt is totally unique. Far less formal than a lot of European hunts I've been on, but it didn't suffer for it at all. Really relaxed environment, a hell of a lot of fun. The crack here was brilliant, and I have to say the hunting was exceptional.
I think it's very gratifying to be able to bring people here, allow them to have such a fantastic, unbelievably exciting and different experience, but really be true to the actual essence of wild boar hunting in France, and to see the smiles on everybody's faces when they're finished, and listen to the raconteurs around the table in the evening telling their stories of their wild boar hunt. It's just fantastic to be able to do it. It's a privilege.
For me as a hunter, over the last few years, I've become more interested in seeing the way other countries and other setups do things. And as I said, here, so much of it is totally unique and really, really good experience. I couldn't recommend it highly enough.
3, 2, 1. Yay!
Jason put in an incredible performance on the pigs there. And now, the shooting show news.
This is the Shooting Show news. The UK Game Fair is planning the biggest celebration of working dogs anywhere on the summer show circuit. Organisers have revealed details of the gun dog scurries on offer, from a 70-metre bail jump to a water retrieve. Everyone can get involved. The Experience campaign will be encouraging all dog owners to try the scurries, even if you're a total newcomer. There'll also be a gun dog clinic and a full set of breed tents. And on the terrier and lurcher side, organisers have confirmed that all 3 days at Stoneleigh will be qualifiers for the highly prized Countryman's Weekly Champion of Champions competition. Keep up with all the latest at ukgamefair.com. Firearms licence holders now have their health constantly monitored after law changes came into effect on Friday. GPs are now asked to place a firearm reminder code on patient records, letting them know to inform police should a patient's health deteriorate. Shooting organisations have mostly welcomed the new system. They say it'll make it easier for GPs to flag up any relevant medical condition that is cause for concern during the lifetime of a certificate. It is expected that the changes will have minimal impact on most certificate holders. MEPs have submitted their report to the EU on amendments to firearms laws, and BASC said it's happy with the results. The EU committee responsible for the report has rejected some EU proposals and asked for major amendments to others, after getting a briefing from BASC and other shooting organisations. But there's still a danger when it comes to computerising firearms registers. If the EU imposes a requirement for all gun shops to install a highly expensive computer register, BASC warns it could send smaller shops out of business. And finally, want to get healthy? Go shooting. That's the word from a Natural England study which highlights links between good health and access to the outdoors. BASC has estimated that if people could not shoot, 30% of shooters would be a great deal less active and 40% would be somewhat less active. This decrease in activity would lead to more deaths, poorer health and an economic cost of £300 million. That was the Shooting Show news.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you're not a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you. This has been The Shooting Show.